Hello, and welcome to Chucks and Chapstick. Whether it's your first time or you're returning, I ask that you do three things. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And if you happen to like what it is that you see here at Chucks and Chapstick, I ask that you consider subscribing. Tap on the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. And of course, I love to hear what you all have to say. Leave me a comment below. What I have today is something that I'm so excited about, and that is a collaboration. And this collaboration is with a woman who I actually followed long before I even had my own YouTube channel. I had kind of heard buzzings about the company Universal Standard, but it was hard to really find any real life, real people reviews. And this person I ran across, and she had a few different reviews about different pieces from the brand. So it really kind of inspired me and was like, okay, this is a real person. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. So again, I knew about her and I followed her long before I even started my YouTube channel. So when we ended up in the same buy, sell, trade Facebook group for Universal Standard, and when we started kind of talking back and forth to each other on our YouTube channels, it was so exciting. But even more exciting when we kind of came up with this idea. And if I remember correctly, this was mostly her idea. And I was just like, she asked me to do this. When she came up with this idea to do this collaboration based off of the sample sale, I was like, you had me at, you had me at collab. That's it. I am so excited that I am doing a collaboration with none other than Josie. I am so excited, guys. So we talked a little bit about how we might approach this, and what we came up with was actually something that we have in common, an item that we have in common, and styling it our own different ways. Now, in some ways our style is very similar, but in other ways our style is different. So different perspectives on styling the same piece, and I am so excited. And so I hope you guys enjoy it too. Now, so before we get started, let's talk about Universal Standard real quick. If you have been following Universal Standard for the last 3 or 4 months, you know that they have gotten into some hot water. Immediately after the protests that happened, that spread around the United States about police brutality, and there was this kind of, all of a sudden, all of these companies were speaking out about how they pledged and supported equality, especially people of color. Universal Standard said, yeah, we support equality too. And somebody was like, hold up, sis. Actually, ma'am, Universal Standard, you don't, because there's a disparity in how it is that you pay your vendors. There is a disparity in how you hire your models and your employees. And looking at your entire corporate structure, you only have one black employee, and that black employee feels alienated on a regular basis, and you don't pay your black contractors and your black models the same amount that you pay other people, and basically called them to the carpet. People were like, oh really? And got on top of Universal Standard's head. There was a mass boycott. People were talking about how they would not purchase from them again. Other people canceled them immediately. And so Universal Standard really had no choice but to look at themselves and say, how can we be better? Because clearly we need to be. And so they went through this process of deciding that they would have more transparency in what it is that they paid, that they would try to have more diversity in their own workforce, that they would try to make sure that they were having equal hiring practices and contracting practices for all of their vendors and models. So basically, they are trying to become what they always said that they were. Now, I am cautiously optimistic that they have this plan in motion, but the key word is cautiously. On the one hand, I am upset that it took somebody calling you out for you to realize what kind of corny shenanigans were going on in your organization. But at the same time, I know that sometimes, you know, somebody does need to hold a mirror up to you. And we live in a world of cancel culture. It's a phenomenon that I don't know how comfortable I am with it, where immediately whenever a celebrity or person or political figure or entity or company says something that we don't agree with, it's like, off with your head, never again, you're out of here, dead to me. And quite frankly, there are plenty of people who deserve to be cut off immediately, no second chances. But I also believe that there are other people, other organizations who are capable of change. And so I'm cautiously optimistic about the future of Universal Standard. I personally was really grieved by hearing about their corporate culture and their hiring practices and their pay disparity. Mostly because I came to Universal Standard basically as a fat chick and with Lane Bryant and Torrid as my options, or Forever 21. When it came to quality clothes that were kind of a little edgy, kind of a little, you know, something different without being avant-garde, without being strip club ready, Universal Standard spoke to me. And I know that Universal Standard has spoken to so many women who were just like, these are the three options I have. Either I'm going to be going to the boardroom, or I'm going to be going to church, or I'm going to be going to Hook. So I was very grieved when I found out about this, because I was like, I believed in you. But I also want Universal Standard to keep giving women like me who wanted more options than what was out there. I want them to still be around and do that for other women. We would like to believe that clothes don't mean much to us, that it's what's inside that matters. But when you feel good in the clothes that you put on every day, that means something. And so I just want Universal Standard to still be around, to be able to give that to other people. But I also want them to become what they always said that they were. And it is a very inclusive company that believes in the importance and the equality of everybody. Everybody. So there you go. So the item that Joe and I decided we would style in our collaboration is the Ange skirt. So this is a classic denim skirt with a little bit of a, you know, kick up, as Universal does. So it's a denim skirt in a lightweight, stretchy denim, very stretchy. Has functioning pockets in the front, and the buttons are not functional until you get to the bottom two here, and those are actually functioning buttons if you wanted to unbutton them for a different look. It has real belt loops, and then when you turn it around, it actually has real pockets in the back and a functioning zipper in the back. And just a basic skirt taken up a notch. I absolutely love the skirt. I have it in black. I have it in indigo as well. And the Universal Standard, I would buy this in plenty of other colors if you had them. Universal Standard. Anyway, so if you just hang on in there for a few moments, you will see my 3 ways that I decided to style the Ange skirt. So this ensemble consists of the Bolona / Nicole Sweater and of course the Ange skirt. So I'm gonna back up and let you see this entire ensemble. So on the website, this was billed as a cashmere sweater. Of course, in the details it says it's actually a cashmere blend, but in the description it said cashmere, which makes you think soft, supple, luxurious, right? This is not at all what I think of when I think about cashmere. This is probably the most single disappointing item that I've ever purchased from Universal Standard. Now, this sweater was originally, I'm gonna put the price somewhere on here, but it was originally like, I wanna say like $248 or something like that. So I really thought that between it being cashmere and the original price point being so high, I really thought that this was gonna be a phenomenal piece. It is not. That said, I love the style of it. I really do. It has a rib wrist there, and then you see it kind of has a cable knit, very loose and chunky. Usually I don't do curve hems, but it's a curve hem. And then it has ribbing. So it has this curved hem with this rib. So I just thought it was a super cute look. I could see this with like leggings, like faux leather leggings, and a cute pair of chunky boots or something like that. Like this could really work. I think this would be a nice little comfortable look for fall, winter. Put some tights on for the winter time. But yeah, so here it is. All right, so next two items that I paired with the Ange skirt are the Meg Blazer. Now I really like this blazer because it's kind of a 3/4 length sleeve. It is got nice stretch to it. It's got a satin lining. 2 buttons if you want to 2 button it, or just 1 button to pull it together. I'll turn around to the back. It also has this closure as well, so you can kind of tighten it or loosen it to kind of give your waist a little more cinch if you wanted to. But I think that this is a super cool blazer. I really like this blazer a lot. If somebody could tell me what you can do to a collar to keep it standing up, because I like my collar standing up. I don't like that. To me, that's what I like. But this is the Bandeau. Bandeau itself actually has a shelf bra built into it to give you a little bit of lift and support, but it's not gonna send them all the way up under your chin. If that's what you're looking for, it's not gonna happen. So what I have noticed about this Bandeau is that the top of it flips over a lot, the stretchy part. And that could be a bit of a problem if you wanted to wear it without a jacket out, because it constantly flips. And not only does that flip, but then the tag flips also. And I'm not quite sure how to remedy that. But other than that, like that's the biggest thing. Like I don't feel I'm moving my arms around, and I don't feel like my breasts are gonna fall out or it's not going down. The only thing that happened is that the top flipped a little bit. So I like the Bandeau quite a bit, but I know a lot of people say they're not very comfortable wearing it without a bra, but I would wear the Bandeau by itself out. So anyway, here is the Bandeau. Dance break. Really excited about this ensemble. So I decided for my next Ange look to do the Nailah and the foundation top. So this is the Nailah top. It unbuttons all the way up to under your armpits. So they're all functional buttons. So you can button it up, or you can leave it unbuttoned if you want to. Same with the other side. I am wearing the foundation top. I didn't notice this before, which this is actually kind of cool. The straps on the foundation top are stretchy. So I think that's kind of neato, because sometimes they can kind of, you don't necessarily always want that little sliding hook or whatever. But I think it's nice that it has a stretchy, really soft, stretchy straps, because then it makes it comfortable on your shoulders. But anyway, so with the Ange, I just think that's a cute look. I actually have on my Chucks. I'm making this a cash look, or even just 1 button. Wear it like that. It's nice and flowy, and it's so soft. This is so soft and so thin. Like seriously, I just think it's like really flowy and just really nice. This is probably one of the pieces from Universal Standard that I think that they should keep around forever and do in every colorway. But you know, that's just me. That's just me. But anyway, so this is the Nailah and the striped foundation top and the Ange. Anyway, backing up, this is my beloved Mola top. I absolutely love this top. Just the t-shirt material. I have this in 3 or 4 different colors. I love this top. Anyway, so the surprise review is about these boots. Yes, I got them. These are the Lisbon boots from Universal Standard. All right, so from the front, from the side, from the back, those are it. So let me take them off and we can talk about these boots a little bit more. These are very, very stretchy, but they were not stretching on me. I'll actually I'll show you now. You see, I got that. They're not even stretched. I got that much room, about 1 inch of room at the top. But that's okay, because if you do have a bigger calf, this bad boy is gonna stretch around it and hug it, hunty. All of this is a really stretchy knit material. You can see that's there, and then it has the ribbing across the top, has the seam to go up the back. Leather, real leather. It is not stiff, but it's not soft either. But it is the kind of leather that is gonna give with your foot. I have a fairly wide foot. They are comfortable, but they definitely will be better after they stretch. They're not like, ooh, I can wear these all day right out the box. Has the gold detailing on the back, the block heel. Now the block heel is probably my biggest issue with this boot because it just wears really clunky. But it might be because I haven't worn anything outside of Birkenstocks since COVID started. So that might be part of why this blocky heel is just like, ooh, 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 because I haven't worn real shoes in so long. But let's talk about this sole. So when I was looking on the website for reviews about this, there was this consistent, they're slippery, you got to be careful, they're slippery. And this is smooth right here. So that block heel is very smooth. So I could see why people said they were slippery, but this right here is, you can hear the because that's rubber. That's rubber, and that's grooved rubber. Now it's smooth around here, but right here, this is grooved rubber. So I didn't really have any problem walking around in my house, and I have wood floors, as you can see. Maybe on like a smooth, shiny concrete, it might get a little dizzying. That's not to say that what other people were saying isn't valid. It's just that I didn't personally have the same experience. That's all. So yeah, I don't see this being an issue when it comes to the slippery nature of it. Anyway, I am really, really glad that I got these. I took a chance on them because, man, final sale. But I am so, so happy that I got these. I'm still trying to kind of get used to this sock look, but overall, I think they're really cute. And I think they're really timeless. So those are the boots. So that is the end of the haul. I'm gonna leave the link to Joe's channel in the description box below. I think you should go check her out. She's amazing. She does Stitch Fix. She does Wannable. She does D&Co. A few other styling services. And then, of course, she does Universal Standard and other hauls. So she just has a wealth of content in relationship to style and clothing services. And even a few vlogs about some other experiences that she's had. She's just an amazing, kind, sweet, genuinely kind and sweet person. So go check her out. This has been so much fun. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave links below to all of the items if they're still available. It's not affiliate links. I don't get a commission. I don't get a cut. I'm just providing it so that you have it in case you are interested in any of these pieces. But otherwise, that is it for me. Thank you personally out loud to Josie for bringing this up and just working with me. This was really a dream come true. I will go ahead and sign out. You guys have a wonderful week. Oh, if you have any comments, suggestions, or you just want to say hello, you know to do it below. But otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye.